couple people asked me on my last video about spending quality time with your children if I could share the 30-day like challenge that I found on Pinterest. So yes, I'm gonna share it. I'm also gonna talk about like how we've changed it up a little bit to fit our lifestyle. So this is the board, right? And it has 30 different ideas. I'll pause it so you can screenshot this. There's obviously so many different ideas of things that you can do, especially if you're not creative. That's like a good starting point. One of my favorite ones on there was to build a fort in the living room and then like read in it for story time, or even have a sleepover in it. We're gonna do more sleepovers in the living room. That's always super fun for me and my kids. My kids really love to help me cook. Board games are a favorite in our house. Meme game, Sorry, Uno. I also started watching The Proud Family. I don't know what generation you guys are all in, but I grew up watching The Proud Family, and so I put my kids on. So at 7 o'clock every night, they have 15 minutes. So from 7 to 7:15, they have 15 minutes to do whatever they want. And then at 7:15, we watch one episode of The Proud Family, and then we read a story after, and then we brush our teeth and get ready for bed. We also took them bowling last weekend, and it was so fun watching them try to bowl. It was hilarious. Bowling, I don't know when bowling decided to become extremely expensive, but we found one that was not that super expensive, and they had a great time. Also read something on Pinterest about going on like evening walks. I'm not gonna even lie to you guys. I do not like to just like walk around, especially when it's cold outside and it's winter. But spending that quality time together where obviously there's no phone and you can just walk and have a little conversation. It could be a 5-10 minute walk. I read that that's super beneficial as well. I have a son who is 9 and then I have a daughter who is 6. So I wanted to also make time for like one-on-one dates as much as possible. So next week, me and my son are gonna go get pho. That's one of our favorite things that we used to do together. And then me and my daughter are gonna go get our toes done. We're definitely like on a budget for sure, but I wanna be able to set a little bit of money aside each month to be able to do those things with them. And then also just getting our creativity going in the house and things that we can do in the house, outside for free. I know my kids also really want to make their own Play-Doh and slime, so I'm going to look into that. I don't know when I became the Pinterest mom, but I'll put my username for my Pinterest in the comments. Lots of good info on my parenting board.